Nucleus software is the business in focus. The stock markets have rewarded the performance of quarter four. For second day on a trot, it's up a whopping 20%, 2 days on a trot. Now, what it did really is that in Q4, after a very strong Q3, it delivered a very strong quarter in quarter four as well. EBITDA nearly doubled to 82 crores. The margins came in at 40%, which must probably be the live five for any quarter, I would presume. But I'll ask Mr. Dusad the same thing. And what a strong quarter three and quarter four did was ensure that for FY23, the revenues were up 25% or 27%, and margins expanded more than 3x. Mr. Dusad joins in right now to talk about what he feels about the second half performance, quarter four performance, and what could be in store for FY24. Mr. Dusad, congratulations on a splendid quarter four and a very strong second half of FY23.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Neeraj.
Now, Mr. Dusad, we spoke in detail about this in quarter three, but Q4 too, sequential 22% growth is quite exceptional. Was it led majorly by revised AMC pricing, or were there other factors that led to this growth?
I would say, I would like to say majorly by revised AMC prices, because whole lot of it is so one thing that I wanted to highlight was a whole lot of it is one time. You talked about 20% upper circuits and so on. So we just want to make sure that the investors know about this.
Sorry, would you care to elaborate, sir, about what do you mean by a lot of it is one time?
The AMC prices increase is one time. It is not going to be happening. Exactly.
Okay, let me just try and set this straight so that even I am clear about this, Mr. Dusad. Two questions rolled into one when it comes to this AMC pricing, and then we get onto the other factors. One is that the AMC pricing is, you had mentioned in quarter three as well, that out of say 100 clients, some clients accepted the revised pricing in quarter two, quarter three, which was reflected in quarter three. I believe some more clients would have come and accepted that in quarter four, which probably gets reflected in quarter four. Now, there would be some clients still left who will probably accept this in FY24. Would that be a fair assessment?
Yeah, it is a fair assessment.
Okay. Is there a possibility that you will now be able to indicate what is the percentage of clients who accepted and what have not? Last time around, for business reasons, you were not able to share that. Are you in a position to do that now?
Not even now, Neeraj, simply because of the fact that, we deal with clients from one end of the spectrum to the other end of the spectrum. So anyone trying to make any sense out of those number of clients numbers would be virtually impossible.
Okay. So because you're saying that some clients are large and some clients are small, is that what you mean by the spectrum?
That is exactly what I mean by the spectrum.
Okay, got it. Okay, let me rephrase my question, and I have one more question after this. But in terms of the large clients that might be there with you, is the major percentage now on board with the revised pricing, or are there still some left for coming on board for the revised pricing?
No, I would not be able to comment even on this question. I'm so sorry.
No. I mean, whatever you can. Okay. I was just wanting to ensure that there is as much clarity as possible. The second part of my question, that while you mention it's a one-off, the pricing now stays at the revised numbers.
It does.
Which means that revenues falling off doesn't happen. It may not grow at the same pace, may or may not, but falling off will not happen because the revised pricing is now the new base, right?
Quite right. Absolutely.
Okay. Mr. Dusad, fill us in on actually, let me first get in the margin picture and then I'll get to the regional performances as well, and then the newer businesses and the newer clients. First is on the operational metrics. 40% Q4 was quite exceptional. I would presume it must be the highest that you've clocked in a number of years. Now, my question is, it is a one-quarter performance and not necessarily the annual performance, but what people would love to know, what could the new normal look like, Mr. Dusad, at the bare minimum?
No. I think you are very clear about Nucleus Software's policy of not giving any guidances and we continue to stick to the same policy. So I don't think I would be able to say what would the new normal look like, except that I would like to, only thing that I would like to add is we are trying to build the momentum.
Okay. So I don't want an exact number, but let me just try and try a hand once more here. I'm not looking for a guidance, Mr. Dusad, in exact numbers, but FY23 consolidated, you did EBITDA margins of 24%, if I'm not wrong, 24.7. Would you reckon that the numbers could be substantially different from these levels? Okay, and if that is also sounding like a guidance seeking question, let me just rephrase it. Do you think there is a possibility that the margins may come off dramatically from these levels?
No, I think we should avoid those kind of questions. It is important for us to understand that we are trying to build a very long term solution here. It has taken us 30 years to reach this place, and we are confident that we will continue for next 30 years at least. And it is with that sharp focus that we have now 200 plus customers across 50 countries, and we have taken collective wisdom coming from them and 10,000 years of domain expertise that lies within Nucleus software, pouring into building the products we have so far. So we would like to talk about the long-term confidence that we are giving to our customers, to our all our stakeholders. That is what is very, very important.
Okay.
We are continuing to learn how to roll out our products in the markets smoother and faster for delivering this thought leadership that we have in the space over our decades, in addition to the customer centricity we are known for. So I think if you could raise questions around this theme, we would be able to get a whole lot of meaningful.
Let's try that, Mr. Dusad. So let's talk about what is the customer response looking like to the newer manner or the newer approach with which you are approaching them, not just from a pricing perspective, but from servicing the customer in all ways possible.
I must say that we are very fortunate to have customers who have understood the challenge that was there, who understood the value that they were getting, and they are happy to understand this new perspective that we have brought to both our quality of our delivery and also to the pricing.
Sure.
So very, very happy to share this customer perspective with you.
Yeah. So what is that customer perspective, sir?
I've just mentioned that they're
no, I understand that they are happy to do it, but I'm just trying to understand that when you are having this conversation, are they talking about increasing the level of work with you? I mean, give us some color around that. I'm completely clueless about.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's what you mean. Yeah. Certainly. They are talking about leveraging our existing intellectual property to the next level. We are talking to them. For example, what happens is the designer of the product, when he walks into a customer location, he realizes that some of the things that I had visualized customer would be using my product for, it is not getting used. So then that connectivity, that face-to-face contact helps the product person to communicate that, okay, this is how, if you start looking at our product, you will be able to derive more value. And these are very delightful conversations that have started taking place with some of our customers. We want to take these conversations to all our customers to make sure that the IP that has been created with so much of effort and wisdom gets put to use in a most impactful manner.
Got it. Mr. Dusad, recollecting our conversation from Q3, you are okay, or you are not completely wanting to only focus on numbers with your clients. I'm just trying to understand though, because investors and viewers or shareholders who might be listening into this conversation might be interested in getting some bit of what growth numbers could look like. So I'm not asking for a number. What I'm trying to ask you is that of the top clients or key clients that you're speaking to for increasing engagement, deepening the relationship as well, how many of these clients, or what is the kind of conversation happening? Are they talking about upping the engagement with you 15, 20, 25%? Some idea about what could this mean from a business perspective?
Okay, let me attempt answering it this way.
Please.
When when you realize that you are driving a vehicle which is which typically you drive at 80 kilometers per hour, and suddenly you realize that with this new expressway I can drive at 120, so let me try driving it to 120, and you are able to see that not just 120, it is going to 130, 140 also, just on a trial basis. So what would be your feeling? You would be delighted that this is a vehicle which is delivering immense value. So why don't I recommend this to my friends? And that is what is we are expecting to happen.
Okay.
With yeah.
Okay. So are you saying that clients are deepening the relationship and therefore you're getting a larger pie from the purse because the client believes or understands that it is good for him to do so? Part one, and two, that clients are referring you to other clients, and even that business is coming. Would that be a fair assessment?
That will be a fair assessment because as of now, I would say that the very fact that our customers have appreciated the need for AMC price, that itself is a strong indicator that they do want to take it to next level. And likewise, when they are happy by default in informal conversations or formal conversations for that matter, they do refer us to their friends.
And have there been client wins that you've seen already in these referrals? Are conversations promising, Mr. Dusad?
Yes, they are promising conversations, and yes, we have seen a win as well.
Okay, great. Talk to us. Okay, give us some color about the recent. If not the exact logos, obviously, but what is the nature of the client wins that have happened, and how would you define your order book, Mr. Dusad? I believe, if I'm not wrong, at about 600 odd crores. Is that the correct number? Because a lot of people, even on the con call, that I presume the con call is yet to happen, would be looking for getting a sense of what portion of the order book is revised pricing, what portion of the order book is carry forward. Some thoughts on the order book as well.
Yeah, it is in that vicinity. I don't have the exact number as of.
I think it's 570 crores. Yes.
Yeah. So, sorry, what was the first part of your question?
So, give us some color about one, what is the nature of this order book? How diversified or how is it, etc. And two, what have been the recent order wins, client wins, logo additions, whatever you can give us color about.
Yeah. So our product has been helping General Motors to finance their vehicles for now last 23 years. So clearly, automobile finance, especially for captive finance companies, like General Motors Acceptance Corporation, as it was called earlier, and now it is called General Motors Financials, is clearly one of the strengths of the product. And thanks to that, we have been able to win, similar business from BMW, from Toyota, and so on. And the latest win is also from one such player.
Got it. Okay, sir. I've asked you a lot of questions of my own will and limited understanding, Mr. Dusad. I would now kind of leave the canvas open for you to paint for us. How would you want to describe what's happened in the last 6 months and what could happen ahead? You do not want to talk numbers, do not talk numbers, but paint the canvas a little bit and give us some more understanding of what's going on at Nucleus Software currently.
Thank you so much for giving me such a freedom, Neeraj. I think what I would like to talk about is our sharp focus that we have maintained for more than 3 decades now. Is now it was always delivering value to our customers. We have no doubt about that. In fact, the first customer of 3 decades back, he recently told us that we had sold our product, at a very low price 3 decades back, and that has continued for 3 decades. But we are now trying to do rebalancing, and I'm confident that this rebalancing would be meaningful for all the stakeholders, and I see no reason why, despite the increase in price, our customers would not feel the immense value addition that used to happen will continue to happen in future. So that is the confidence we have, and as I mentioned in the beginning, we continue to keep listening to our 200 plus customers in 50 countries, and they have crazy amount of wisdom. So that collective wisdom is what we put into our product, and then we have 10,000 person years of experience within Nucleus Software, which is what we keep pouring into our product. So that wisdom we keep continue to hear from our customers. That gives them crazy amount of value. Some of them say that no product is anywhere close to your product, and so on. Those are nice things to hear, and it has been possible only because of the sharp focus. So as I mentioned, we are learning how to roll out our products in the market in a smoother and faster manner for delivering this thought leadership in the hands of our customers. Okay. Because as I gave you an example, our thoughts, if they don't get translated into the field, then obviously there is a challenge. Yeah. So that is what is our focus now.
Got it. Well, and we wish you all the best for that. I have a couple of questions before we wrap up this conversation, Mr. Dusad. Actually, just a clarity first. You mentioned a bunch of fairly high-profile auto clients that have come in. Are all of these recent past additions in the last 6 to 12 odd months, or have they been around for a while? I mean, you had GM for a long time, but the others that you mentioned, are they recent additions?
GM has been around for 23 years. Toyota Financial Services has been using our product for now 12 years. BMW for 5 years or 5 to 7 years. I don't have a precise recall.
Okay, but nothing that has happened in the last, I mean, these guys haven't come in the last 6 months. I mean, last 6 months, it's essentially pricing and not necessarily new logos as yet.
That's right.
Okay. My final question, sir, and I appreciate that because of all the challenges that you spoke about, that you cannot give out exact numbers, but here's my submission. For anybody who is an investor into Nucleus Software, and touchwood, they've been very happy investors, they would love to have some clarity about where the company is going. That yes, the company is going north, but at what pace? You cited the example of an expressway and how the car would, or the company would be delighted at running at 120 instead of 80. I think the car owner would also love to know what is the pricing that he has to pay for the ticket for running on the expressway, as well as how long does he have to run on the expressway. So just trying to understand anything with regards to either operational metrics or growth or pricing or customers or even the employee hiring that you're doing. Let's say in FY24, the number of employees that you might have as a target versus what you have in FY23. Some color to the investor, if you can.
Certainly, we can talk about employees. We are going to add another 400, freshers to our team, and we're absolutely delighted to let you know that the team team that have joined in last 2 years, they have become very productive, and we are confident that the next set of people who are joining would become equally productive soon enough. So that is clearly one thing that I can talk about. Customer satisfaction, I have talked about. This is
but nothing on growth, sir. You can't talk about anything with regards to growth.
Only thing I would want to add, mention is, I'll repeat that we will try to maintain the momentum that we have built.
Got it. Okay. Fair call. Mr. Dusad, we'll leave it at that. Congratulations on a splendid FY23. And thanks for the words of caution as well. They are deeply appreciated from, I'm sure everybody who's heard this interview, and wishing you all the best for a strong FY24 as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me the freedom to share our perspective as well.
Not at all, sir. I appreciate you sharing the time with us. Viewers, thank you for tuning in.